Hello, all. It's your girl Tiffany, Madam Luscious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond. I am here tonight for another one of my videos. Tonight, we are going to be doing past life readings for all signs. I do thank each and every one of you for listening as well as watching. If you would be so kind, please like, share, and subscribe. That would be greatly, greatly appreciated, okay? And without any further ado, we're going to get right into tonight's messages, okay? Okay, guys, we are going to start with the water signs. We're going to do all the signs and elements, okay? So this is going to be a past life reading, okay? I'm just cleansing out the energy here, okay? And we are going to get started. Okay, guys. Okay, you all, the first message that we have here, can you all see that good? The first message that we have here is wisdom, okay? This is for the water signs, guys. We have wisdom here, okay? So this is telling me that many of you water signs, you could be very wise. Um, you could have been told sometime throughout your life that you are wise beyond your years. Hold on, guys. Let me scoop this away and turn this like that. Okay. So many of you are very wise. You could have been told at some point in time throughout your life that you are wise beyond your years, okay? This is something that definitely stems from your past life as well, okay? You were someone who was very wise in your past life. And this card is really indicating that you have a tremendous wisdom and knowledge from prior lifetimes as well, that seek to resurface now. Okay, so if you're somebody who's not quite aware that you are a wise individual, Spirit is telling you that you were a very wise person in a past life, okay? And it is trying to resurface in this lifetime, okay? Many of you could be what is called an old soul, okay? So you actually could be young in age, okay? But there's various different aspects pertaining to your life that kind of, you're kind of drawn to things that will please and appease an older crowd, okay? So you could be an old soul, but you are definitely very wise, okay? With you having this wisdom, you could be naturally intuitive, naturally empathic. You could have some psychic abilities of some kind. You could be a medicine woman or man, a healer of some kind, highly spiritual being as well. Okay. But even if you have never thought of yourself as particularly wise, this card indicates that you learned important lessons and information that will serve you and others if it's reawakened now. Okay. This card can also indicate that it's time for you to return to school or seek additional education of some sorts. Okay, so this doesn't necessarily have to be, a big university or something. It could be picking up some type of a trade, going to like a trade school or a technical school, or something pertaining to courses and things in which you are interested in, okay? That will kind of broaden your horizon, and the aspects of your mind as well, okay? This may even be a sign that you're changing your career path, okay? Your re-emerging knowledge is guiding you toward something better in life, okay? Something more fulfilling, something that makes you feel complete, work that is more meaningful in your life, okay? This card also asks you to believe in yourself and know that you have what it takes to tackle a career related to your true interests and passions, okay? And a lot of times when we tap into the things that truly interest us and our passions and things, these could fall along the lines of certain career fields, okay? But it really will end up not feeling like work at all, okay? It actually fulfills you, it makes you happy, okay? It's very meaningful with the wisdom that you have. You could be using your wisdom to heal and help others, or teach others, or support others, and different things like that, okay, guys? The next message we have here is the arts. Okay. Many water signs are known for being very artistic beings. Okay. So you could be somebody who is very artistic, very creative in some type of way. Maybe you sing, you dance, you play an instrument, you draw, you paint, you write, you could be a part or do many different things, okay, that falls along the lines of creativity, okay. But when this comes up, this tells us that you were an artist of some kind in a past lifetime, okay. You have artistic and creative talents that desire expression in this lifetime as well, which is the reason why this card is coming up for you. This card comes to you as a sign that you would do well in an occupation relating to the arts. It also indicates that you were involved in the arts in prior lifetimes, like I told you, which can explain your natural talents in the present. As a prodigy, you have artistic skills that that doesn't necessarily require training, okay. Many different people have different talent, skills, and abilities. Like myself, I'm actually very good at a lot of things, talented, skilled at a lot of things, and don't necessarily have to have formal training for it. I am a visionary, so anything that I don't know how to do, I literally can see it done once or twice, study it, and I can master it. If it's something that I just haven't done or haven't experienced with, or something like that. And I do these things all the time. Okay, so many artistic people have natural abilities. Like some people train themselves in a certain type of craft or skill or artistry. Okay, they wasn't necessarily born with that talent, skill, or ability, but it was the career field they were in. Okay, so say you wasn't necessarily passionate, you've never been passionate about, say, dancing, okay? But say you started taking dancing classes when you went, started school. Your parents, enrolled you in some dancing classes, okay? And so they continue to, and this became a big part of your life, okay? And say after school you went on, you got some type of scholarship or something, you went on to another type of a school where you could get a trade in dance or something. This is a person who has been trained in a skill, okay? Specifically, which when it comes to the arts, it's really kind of in you anyway. You already have like this desire, this passion to kind of do this type of thing, which you have to with the arts, or it just doesn't come out right, okay. A person being forced to do a certain thing is not going to be the same artistry that you get from a person who loves what they do and doing the same exact thing. You understand what I'm saying? So many of us who have these artistic skills and these abilities and things, we don't require training or the need to practice. These things come naturally to us. Like, say for instance, people who know how to sing, a lot of them have been singing since they were kids, before they knew what a music note was, okay, or knew how to write music, or understood any aspect of music in its entirety, okay. They had a great voice, they liked to sing, they began singing. They may have been in choirs once they were older. whether it be at their religious churches or things that they go to school, or whatever. Okay, but it has always been, a lot of singers will tell you, oh, I've been singing since I was 2 or something like that. Well, when you're 2 years old, you're not even in school yet. Okay, so obviously this is something that you were blessed with and has always been within you to do. And some people who know that, who have that it in them, they do that, all through their life, whether they make it big and famous in doing so or not. It's always a part of them. And, if you started singing, say, when you were 2 years old, well, you had no formal training. You hadn't been to in any choirs or been anywhere that gave you any specific training. When you're older, you can get vocal coaches, you can have a choir teacher or director or something. You could take music lessons. You can do all kinds of things to advance yourself. But when you have been doing something since you were very young, this lets you know that it's already in you, okay? Because you did not need any formal training in order to do that, okay? And so this is what this card is telling you, okay? You could be into the arts in this lifetime, okay? But you could just be, if not, you could be very passionate about the arts. You're very drawn to the arts, whether it is that you like movies and productions, or broadways and screenplays, or singing and dancing, or acting, or improving, or you love reading, you have favorite writers and authors and different things like that, or whatever. 9 times out of 10, you were in a career field in the arts in a past life, okay? And it is coming back up in this life because you're either dabbling into the arts in this lifetime, or you have this soul's desire to, whether you are actually doing so or not, okay? But this definitely lets you know that you have some type of talent, skills, and abilities. Just like I love to write in this lifetime. I particularly know that I was a scribe, I was a writer in a past lifetime as well. I am naturally drawn to the arts, every aspect of the arts, even things that I cannot physically do myself, but because I'm a visionary, I literally can see artistry, okay? And I could either draw it or explain it very well for somebody who could do it and master it. But anything that I put my mind to, I can get it like that. So if I really desired to say do this, that, or the other, I could. But some things, like for instance, I liked dance. I took dance classes when I was younger. I actually like dance. I love dance. Okay, I really do. But it's not something, I'm not drawn to it, like, to the point of actually physically doing it. But I literally see choreography in my mind, okay? To the point where you would think I would be a licensed, trained choreographer. I literally can see dance moves of all different kinds of style of dance, from whether it's ballet to swing to tango to jazz to hip hop to modern or contemporary. I can see whole dance recitals and just choreography in my mind. Okay, like all kind of magnificent moves and flips and tricks and different things that I cannot physically do, but I can see it in my mind. So I'm drawn to artistry in many different ways, and many of you are as well. And this is what this is telling you, that you definitely, these inherent abilities have been passed down from your prior lives, okay? It's very important to explore your creative side, your artistic side, okay? And give yourself permission to unleash your artistic side. This could lead to a lucrative career or a fulfilling avocation or hobby, okay? So take arts and craft classes and follow your inner guidance about creativity, okay? So the next message we have here is spirituality and religion, okay? So many of us grow up with this type of spiritual or religious aspect. Some of us are more spiritual than religious. Some of us are more religious than spiritual. Different people have different type of belief systems. Okay, but this is showing up because spirituality. This is saying either spirituality or religion is very much important to you. In this lifetime because it was a big deal for you in past lifetimes as well. Um, and this is the reason why this is coming up for you. So no matter what your spiritual or religious beliefs are, um, everyone's soul enjoys varied experiences and opportunities. Okay, so it's very common for us to explore a number of different religious and or spiritual paths. Okay, um, and we've traveled this road from previous lifetimes to current lifetimes as well, throughout spirituality, throughout religion, because the times were different depending on what lifetime we are talking about. Okay, so we know that things is a lot different. The aspects of things, the outlook of things in today's time than it was in past lifetimes. Okay, so we while spiritual growth and knowledge accumulate during all lifetimes, the specific spiritual or religious path differs in each one. Perhaps the religion you were raised with doesn't coincide with your true beliefs. This acknowledgement may trigger guilt or fear within you, or even shame, okay? Unless you're aware of the bigger picture, your spiritual knowledge is housed within your soul, and you are an internal being who forever is connected to the divine infinite wisdom. This card asks you to explore alternate spiritual and religious paths. Okay, so you this is basically telling you that you have experienced spiritual and or religious paths, different ones, like I just said, depending on what lifetime we're talking about, all the way up to now. This coming up is letting you know that perhaps in this lifetime, the way you were raised, you know, what you were told, and different things may coincide with your overall beliefs now. Okay, you have a different outlook on spirituality or religion in itself. Okay, this is also telling you to experience different type of spiritual beliefs. Okay, and say for the person who is religious, okay, say you grew up Christian, okay, um, all throughout your childhood, but once you became an adult, you were led to or decided to become Muslim. Okay, that would be, you know, experiencing different a different religion. Okay, so it just depends on your beliefs. Spiritual people who are who are into spirituality, who are spiritualists, or very spiritual people. Okay, spirituality can be seen in many different ways. Okay, because spirituality branches off into so many different things. Okay, you have people who have a darker, some would think more of a uh, negative or dark type aspect to spirituality, and you have those who, you know, have a lighter approach to spirituality where it is about love, it is about healing, helping, nourishing, different things like that. Okay, being kind to our bodies, being kind to Mother Earth, being kind to plants, animals, um, beings, period, you know, type of way of seeing spirituality. People experience spirituality and religious in various different ways. Okay, so what this card is saying is that you have experienced many lifetimes over of different rather spirituality or religion. Okay, so in this lifetime, you could be doing the same thing. You could have had a switch or a change when it comes to, um, you may have started off religious, okay, and now you are spiritual, or you may have started off spiritual and now you are religious, okay. You could have been brought up religious and now you are atheist, okay. You could have been brought up atheist and now you are Luciferian or Satanist. Okay, so different people experience different things. I'm not telling anybody any one way in which you should be. It's your life, it's your decision, and how you would like to live. I'm just explaining how this goes and why this came up for you. Okay, because somebody has been pondering or wondering about this, thinking about this, and it is a very big aspect to all of our lives. Okay, we have billions of people in the world who all walk a different path in their life. Okay, and to be quite honest, regardless, one, you have the right to believe in whatever you want to believe in, okay, period, point blank, whether somebody likes it or not. My thing is, if what you believe in hurts other people or harm other people is where a problem, I feel within myself about those things or whatever, but just overall, I feel like whatever it is, you have the right to believe in what you want to believe in and worship what you want to worship, okay? And, nobody can really control that aspect of your life for you, okay? The next message we have here is male and female, okay? So this is telling you that in a past lifetime, you were either male or female. So if in this lifetime you are a female, in a past lifetime you were a male. If in this lifetime you are a male, in a past lifetime you are a female, okay? Now this is often known in several different ways. You have women who have more dominant type of features this day and time. That's because they were male in past lives, okay? You have men who have more feminine type of features. It's because they were female in past lifetimes, okay? This also speaks to, you have male slash female here, okay? This also talks of individuals being both man and woman, okay? Those of us who were born with both sexes, both male and female, okay? But and a lot of people are not aware of this. A lot of people, kind of just don't go into depths about your past lives and whom you are. All most people know is whom you are or what you are in this lifetime, and that's what you go with or whatever. But this card signifies that you've lived most of your life as a different gender than the one you embody in this life. For example, you may now be living as a female, while in most of your previous lifetimes you were a male. In such cases, gender confusion and even health issues are often related to this change of gender over lifetimes, because for most of your lifetimes you've lived as the other sex. You may not feel comfortable in your own skin. If this is your first lifetime as a woman, you may develop gynecological issues or even experience infertility, okay? If this is your first lifetime as a man, you may not relate to traditional masculine roles. This card asks you to have compassion for yourself and trust that your soul is doing the best it can. Remember that your soul is the result of all of your past experiences, okay, guys? So I feel like I feel like this is a very important card, okay? Because we actually see this a whole lot in this world, okay? And a lot of you have some very rude and crude people in the world, okay? You have women who will make fun of men because they are in touch with their sensitive side because they may cry or something. I actually think it's a very beautiful thing. Okay, I don't see anything wrong with a man shedding a tear. You know what I'm saying? If he's hurt or he's bothered about something. Okay, so many people just have very wild ways of thinking about certain things, especially, other people or whatever, and not fully knowing themselves, where they come from, whom they were in past lives, even, okay, before placing their judgments or ridicules or whatever on others, okay. But this is here to say that if you are female, you were male in a past life. If you are male currently, you were female in a past life, okay. Some of us could have been born both male and female as well, okay. So spirit has brought that through for you all to know that as well. The next message, water signs, we have is the high priestess or priest, okay. This lets you know that just like with the wisdom card here, I wasn't surprised when this came up because, like I said, you are highly intuitive, psychic beings. Okay, many water signs, have this effect. Okay, to be this high priestess, high priest type of approach. Okay, you just and it's just something that is within us. It's a blessing. It's a gift that many of us have been given. I can't necessarily say that everyone who is a water sign is a high priest or a high priestess. Okay, there are actually other signs. Okay, that this could come through for as well. Okay, but as a high priest, you probably already know that you were a high priest or a high priestess during one or more of your prior lifetimes. Most people who have held these roles have a conscious sense of it. You've also retained your heightened spiritual knowledge, which this card is urging you to put into greater practice in this lifetime. Okay, so if you did not know that you are a high priestess in this lifetime, if you did not know that you are a high priestess in a past lifetime, okay, this definitely clarifies it for you, okay. So when you feel certain things, when you're moved in certain ways, it is because of the fact that you are a high priestess, okay, whether you know it or not, and it stems from your past lifetimes. It is time for you to reignite your spiritual power and use it in service of your divine mission of healing, teaching, and helping the world. This card urges you to release any insecurities that you may have about your spiritual abilities or any fears about others knowing your beliefs. Okay, so I definitely went through this myself. Okay, you have a lot of these fake, phony, fraudulent Christians, and I say that, guys. But all not. I'm not saying that all people who have faith and have a belief in religion are fake and phony. Most of the lower level people within the church may not be. Okay, but many of them are, okay. They're the main ones that will cast their judgments, that will throw their stones, that try to right or wrong you and wash you clean with the Bible when they are sellouts themselves, okay, and try to combat you about your spirituality, about your beliefs, about your wisdom, about your power, and this, that, and the other, when at the end of the day, they themselves are not living right, okay. So, they'll try to back you up against, oh, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be seeing that, you shouldn't be partaking in this, that, and the third. And this is what they do, yet behind the scenes, they're into all type of secretive things, okay? And so it's such a big contradiction on their part, okay. But if you are a high priest or a high priestess, this is also a reason why spirituality came up, okay. You are a spiritualist, okay. You have a divine mission, like myself, like I tell you all the time, okay. I know that I am a high priestess. I know that I am a spiritualist, okay. I know what my destiny is, what my mission is, okay, what my life purpose is, okay. I am here to heal and to help as many people as I so possibly can. I am here to spread peace, love, and light amongst the multitude of individuals. Okay, and spirit is also telling you that that is within you as well. Okay, if you did not know that, you definitely need to tap into that. You should be healing, you should be helping, you should be teaching, you should be doing all types of things. Okay, anything that you can. Okay, in healing, teaching, and helping people in this world, or the world in general. Okay, and that is what that tells you all. The next message we have here is medicine woman. Okay, so some of us water signs may be medicine men or women. Okay, this says that you were a medicine man or a woman in a past lifetime. This just means that you are a natural healer. Okay, you have talent, skills, and abilities to heal. Some people can heal from laying hands on people. Some people can holistically heal through herbs, through oils, through different methods of healing. Okay, I am a natural healer myself. And this is why I know that I am here to heal and help as many people as I so possibly can. And many of you have these abilities as well. Okay, now this card reveals your past lifetime as a healer. This card comes up and is brought to you. This knowledge brought you this knowledge for, excuse me guys, and it is now embedded within your unconscious. This is why you have an instinctive knowledge of healing as well as a natural healing gift. Okay, this card has come up to help you gain confidence as a healer. Perhaps you're considering taking classes or entering a healing profession, but this card indicates that you have a soul connection to this topic. Okay, while there's never a guarantee of absolute success, you definitely have a passion and a calling for healing that could form the basis for a successful practice. Okay, guys. And last but not least, here, water signs, we have angels. Okay. This is letting you know that many of you are earth angels. Okay. You are literally angels here on planet Earth right now. Okay. You were angels in past lifetimes. You are angels now. Okay. This card comes up as a sign from your guardian angels. You have been, whom have been with you through your soul's history. In between each lifetime, your angels work with you to review the lessons that you've just learned. They also help you to prepare and to plan for your next lifetime. You may have functioned as an angel during your time in heaven. You helped guide and healed your loved ones just like your angels do for you. As a result, you hold a deep love for guardian angels. I don't know about you, but I do too. You'll see these angels here. I have all different type of angels all around the house. I love angels. I love fairies. I love unicorns. I love dolphins. I love mermaids. I love all these things, okay? But I definitely love my angels. Your guardian angels know all of the details of every lifetime, okay? And they can help you gently recall significant memories that will allow you to heal in your present life. Call upon your angels as you're falling asleep to reveal relevant memories while you're sleeping. When you wake up, you may not recall all of the details of your dream. However, once you're prepared to consciously remember your past, the material will be given to you. You'll only remember what you're emotionally able to handle. In addition, Archangel Michael, the angel of courage, strength, and protection, Archangel Raphael, the angel of physical and emotional healing, Archangel Razel, the angel of God's secrets and mysteries, will help anyone who calls upon them. Like all archangels, they're unlimited and denominational, okay? They can be with everyone simultaneously, offering their unconditionally loving power. Okay, so y'all make sure that you call on your archangels. Okay, you call on your guardian angels, you call on your archangels. Okay, and know that you are a living, walking, breathing earth angel right here in the now. Okay, guys? So that concludes the reading for water signs. Okay? Let's see what messages we get for, say, our earth signs. Okay? Spirit, what are the messages for earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo? What past life messages do earth signs need? Ooh. Atlantis, okay? Um, this is coming through to let you know that you had a past lifetime in Atlantis, okay? You were there when when the dramas of everything that happened in Atlantis, when all of Atlantis went underwater, okay? There could be some of you who have water phobias to this day. There could be some of you who cannot swim, who is afraid of water, because deep in your subconscious you remember Atlantis, okay? So this could be where your water phobias come from, okay? But you were there during the time of Atlantis, and whether you can recall now, deep in your subconscious, you were there for all the drama and the traumas and the pains and the destruction of what happened in Atlantis, okay? Here we have forgiveness, okay? So this forgiveness is here. This is definitely telling you. This stems from a past lifetime as well. Okay. There was something that you went through that was very painful, hard for you to deal with, or and things in a past lifetime. This has come back up in this lifetime. Forgiveness. There was something that you needed to forgive, that you need to get over in order to move forward. Okay. Um, let's just see what else we get here. We have Celtic here, okay? We have wars and battles. We have food and hunger. Okay, and we have spirituality and religion. Okay. And we have Mother on the bottom of the deck, guys. I forgot to tell the water signs you had Scribe and Writer at the bottom of the deck, which also taps into the arts card that came up. Scribe, Writer is letting you know that you were, again, into the arts in a past lifetime, possibly as a scribe or a writer. So if you like writing in this lifetime, then that is definitely for you, and that's the reason why. Earth signs, so you have Mother at the bottom of the deck. This is letting you know that the mother that you currently have in this life was your mother in a past life as well, okay? So let's just see. Let's go through each one of these, okay? With Atlantis, okay? Your lifetime in ancient Atlantis is affecting your current situation. You have soul memories of idyllic a civilization that offered every imaginable wonder. There's a longing for the utopia that you unconsciously remember, and which you know is possible in this world. Your soul also remembers the tragic ending of Atlantis, and you may have developed phobias about the ocean, about water, as a result, okay? Although you love the sea, perhaps you prefer not to go swimming or sailing, okay? Um, So you remember the traumas from back then, and that's what I was telling you all, okay? You also can recall the majority of Atlanteans were peace loving, with the exception of a few political leaders who misused crystal power. Um, the excuse me, guys, the political leaders who misused crystal power to the detriment of all. So you may be extra sensitive to issues relating to political corruption in this lifetime, okay? So we have forgiveness, okay? This situation comes up when you need something healed in your life, basically, okay? You need to find forgiveness for maybe childhood traumas, people who have hurt you, who have harmed you, who have done you wrong, okay? This situation you're inquiring about will be healed or improved through your willingness to release old stored anger. You may not even be consciously aware that you've been holding on to resentment. Your anger may show up in subtle ways, such as high blood pressure, addictions, insomnia, or moodiness. Wouldn't it feel great to have stable moods and more control over your health? Forgiveness isn't the same as saying that the actions of others were justified or acceptable. Instead, forgiveness is a statement of self empowerment. You choose to detoxify yourself of all stored anger and other negative energies. After all, when you hang on to anger, it only hurts you and not the other person. To heal the situation, be aware that meditation and introspection are important practices that can help you. See that your anger is merely a transient feeling, like a dark cloud floating across the sky. Recognize that the source comes from a past life and let it go. Forgiveness and a profoundly healing, um, basically telling you that you need to. You forgiving, okay, will profoundly enable you to heal, basically, guys, okay? So free yourself from negative and harmful emotions, okay? So this definitely could stem from, childhood traumas, people using you, abusing you, and several different things, earth signs, okay? So next we have Celtic, okay? You drew this card because you had a significant past life in Celtic lands, and you continue to feel bonded to this culture. Perhaps you've lived in or visited the Isles of Ireland, Scotland, Wales, or England. If so, you may have a sense of deja vu, okay, and be a person who adores these cultures. You're also fascinated with Stonehenge and the King Arthur's Camelot, okay? You may also have learned old religion, okay, of the Celtic lands, which involved the use of healing herbs and gaining wisdom from oak trees. You could even be an ancient druid in disguise. Your connection to the elemental realm has made you love fairies, elves, and all, okay? You also respect and love trees, especially oaks and willows. If you haven't already done so, schedule some visits to an ancient sacred area, okay? Like United Kingdom, Ireland, so on, okay? So there are some earth signs. You have past lives stemming back to the Celtic. You may feel this way in this lifetime. You may be drawn to this way of living, this way of being, this knowledge in this time as well, which could very well be why that came back up for you, okay? Um, with the wars and the battles here, you all could have been soldiers in a past lifetime, okay? So you have experienced war, in a past lifetime. You may have also been a part of the military or something in this lifetime as well. But this card indicates that you suffered or were killed in a war in previous lifetimes. Your unconscious will tell you whether you were a soldier, an officer, or a victim who was a casualty during a battle. Okay, guys? Hold on just a minute. Okay, guys, so your unconscious will tell you whether you were a soldier, an officer, or a civilian who was a casualty during a battle. That lifetime could have turned you into a pacifist, or it could have made you you have this conflict phobic. Okay, and you cannot stand any measure of violence or even loud voices. Conflict phobia prevents relationships from deepening as part of the authenticity stems from sharing your true feelings with each other. Okay, so some of you could have problems with sharing your feelings, your emotions when in relationships and different things. Okay, and this stems back from previous lifetimes of wars and battles, no matter what position you played throughout those wars and those battles. Okay, this lifetime you may have filled your heart with anger and the desire for revenge. Okay, in such case you would have difficulty controlling your temper. This may even lead to addictions in your attempts to bring about peace. If you have that natural warrior spirit, it is important to channel it in a peaceful and constructive ways. For instance, being an activist for a positive social change, or a legal advocate who champions underdogs. Okay, so we have food and hunger here. Okay, this could stem for a lifetime, a past lifetime for you all, guys. You could have it actually can go several different ways. Okay, you could have been someone who was lacking in food in past lifetimes, or this present lifetime at some point in time in your life, maybe in your childhood. There, I mean, there could be a scarcity of food and things in people's adulthoods and things, especially if they found themselves homeless or without or something. Okay, but when this card comes up, this says that you didn't have enough to eat in your past lives, causing you to overeat and hoard food in this incarnation. You may have weight or eating disorder issues because you associate eating with fear instead of hunger. You harbor insecurities about whether there will be enough food in the future. So you may stockpile supplies. You also serve yourself large portions and make sure to eat everything on your plate just in case. Okay, there won't be enough food in the future. For some people, this pattern also applies to fears about having enough water to drink. Okay, often just remembering the past life pattern is enough to heal the issue. Understand that the past is over and will not repeat in this current lifetime. um I beg to differ on that, guys, because we know the government in which we live under. Okay, there's a scarcity of food now. Okay, with all the things that they are doing, and I don't. Anybody that has this problem, okay, I don't want you to be like, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, okay. There's a lot of horrific things that is happening in our world right now. Okay, it is very possible. Okay, for the food supply chain to run out. Like right now, there is a scarcity on a lot of things for no reason at all. Now, when they had the shutdowns and the lockdowns at the beginning of the pandemic and everything, it was kind of understandable. A lot of people wasn't at work and different things like that, or whatever. So if you was looking for certain groceries, a lot of things flew off the shelves and was out of stock. A lot of the truck drivers may not have been able to work or were backed up or whatever. At this point, really everybody is like back to work and different things like that, okay? And there is still something going on with the food, okay? Um, a lot of places you can't find chicken wings. I don't know who the hell is ordering Powerade, the blue one, the blue Powerade. Like somebody is ordering juice, okay? You can't hardly find it anywhere. You can't find a decent head of cabbage anywhere, okay? It's just like a lot of things, just random things that you normally have not seen that has run out, that is just like not on the shelves in stores. And if you can find it, you literally have to go to several different stores before you can find it. Prices are being jacked up way up high on things, okay? um and so there's this scarcity, but they create this chaos, okay, and then try to come up with some kind of order for the chaos that they created, speaking of the government, okay. So it is very much possible for a major event to happen, and we not have the resources available to us that we have become accustomed and used to, okay, because it's just a lot of different things happening in the world. Catastrophic storms and all kinds of things happen all the time and leave people disheveled and displaced and all kinds of things, and without food, without water, and all kinds of resources, okay. So and a lot of these staged events and things are orchestrated by people higher up in power. So that is actually something very real, okay. But the reason this card has come up is just basically saying that either in a past lifetime or this lifetime, at some point in time you didn't have enough food, okay. So when you have food, you kind of hoard your food. You either eat a lot or you stockpile a lot or something, for fear of running out or crises or something like that, okay. We had spirituality and religion come up, okay. This lets you know that you are either spiritual or religious, okay. You experienced this in past lifetimes as well. In this lifetime, you have experienced this as well. You may have gone from spirituality to religion, or religion to spirituality. There may be some type of change that has happened within your belief systems, okay. So that comes through, as well as some type of importance for you all as well. Okay, guys? So let's get to our air signs. Okay, Spirit, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. What are the messages for the air signs? Okay, we have farm, okay? Guys, you may have lived on a farm in a past lifetime. You could be living on a farm in this lifetime, okay? But there is definitely something about a farm that stems from your past lifetimes and is very significant to you in this lifetime. You could like farm animals. Maybe you trained farm animals or raised farm animals or worked on a farm at a specific time, okay? You could live on a farm, okay? Whether it was in a past lifetime. If you did so in a past lifetime, in this lifetime, you could be someone who is drawn to like farm animals or animals that you see on the farms, okay? You could be into horses, cows, chickens, or whatever. But there's something, this farm is coming through, stemming from your past, okay, because you are directly connected to something from your past about a farm in this present lifetime, okay. You could live out in the country, or have a longing to do so, or even have a farm even, okay. We have Greco-Roman, excuse me. Let's see what other messages we have for the air signs, guys. Okay. You've been a lot of places. So we have Egypt. We have baby. We have authority figures. One more message, please, Spirit. And we have knighthood. It's very interesting that the knight came up. You see, he's holding that sword. Your air signs are swords, Aquarius, Libra, Geminis. Okay, very interested indeed. Bottom of the deck, we have love life. Okay. Okay, guys. So, like I said, you could have spent a past lifetime or this lifetime on a farm, okay? But your past life on a farm is influencing the situation that you're currently in. Perhaps you enjoyed a simple, happy life and you crave the simplicity once more. You may have enjoyed the warmth of extended family during your farm life. Your angels may also be nudging you to become self sustaining, okay, by growing your own food as you did in a prior life. You most likely carried forward your green thumb, okay, your ability to plant fruits, vegetables, different plants, flowers, and so on, okay. Also, this card lets you know that it could be asking you to reconnect with animals and nature as well, okay, which were a big part of your past lifetime on a farm, okay. So you could be definitely a animal lover, okay, as well in this lifetime, and that's the reason why maybe you don't remember your past lifetime on a farm, okay, but it is definitely coming through for you now, okay. So we have Greco-Roman, okay. This card indicates that you had a significant life in Greece or Rome that is influencing the situation you're currently going through now, okay. You may have noticed that you're drawn to Greco-Roman architecture, okay, their culture and their spirituality. Perhaps you've even visited areas of the Mediterranean which felt strangely familiar. Often, when we visit a place where we've lived in other lives, we experience a sense of deja vu. Okay, during your Greco Roman lifetime, you had experiences and relationships that formed the basis for your present life situation. You've also carried the knowledge forward that you gained in that lifetime. Now that you are consciously aware of your connection to Greece and Rome, spend time researching these ancient cultures and the spirituality associated with those places. Okay, your research will trigger memories and insights within you, and you'll come to a better understanding for yourself as well as your situation. Okay, guys. The next message we have here is Egypt. Okay, guys. This card signals a significant past life in Egypt, which relates to your present situation. Okay, when a negative pattern stubbornly resurfaces or refuses to heal, its roots are often buried in a lifetime beyond conscious memory. Fortunately, you can access and heal the issue. Like gardening, you can eliminate you can eliminate certain things in your life, okay? Whether it be from your past or your present by pulling them out by their roots, okay? If you're drawn to Egyptian culture or travel, you most likely had a positive experience in your lifetime there. You may wish to explore the belief systems of Egypt to tap into ancient memories. Much of Egyptian spirituality involved astronomy and astrology. So, stargazing can also help you trigger insights and recollections, okay? On the other hand, if you thought of traveling to Egypt is frightening to you, or you have negative feelings about its culture or spirituality, you may have deep seated fears associated with your lifetime there. There is a fairly common, as many traumas occurred in this land in ancient times. Okay? So the next message you have here is baby. Okay? So, with this, you could have a child, you could have a baby, whether they're still a baby or not. You could have a child that is in your life currently that was actually your child in a past life. Okay, if that makes sense to you all. But the situation with this card involves an infant on some level. Your unconscious mind will reveal the way in which a baby plays a role in your current life. You may have already received the answer in the form of a thought or feeling. Trust this information as your unconscious mind will slowly and gently help you remember and release painful memories. Okay. This can also be here for someone who lost a child. If you lost a child in a past life, or you lost a child, if you lost a child in this life, you probably lost a child in a past life. Okay. Either or as well. Okay. So thinking about an infant, thinking about a baby that was lost, or even a child that you have. Like I said, you could have a child whom you were the parent of in a past lifetime. Your child could be here for another lifetime and came back through you as their parent as well. Okay, guys? I hope that makes sense. Um, So just trust the information that you get when just thinking about this. Like when I said this, when I showed you this card, how did you feel? What did you think of immediately? Okay, just trust that information as your unconscious mind will slowly and gently help you remember and release painful memories. At first, you may think you're imagining this information, but as you put together more pieces of the puzzle through signs and additional recollections, you'll feel confident in claiming your past lifetime. Okay, you could go through something as well where you are remembering yourself as a baby in a past lifetime. And as far fetched as that is, I know you being an adult now, um, knowing who you were as an adult in a past lifetime is like quite a bit. But to be able to, it's people that's grown right now who don't remember themselves as babies in this lifetime. Okay, so to remember yourself as a baby in a past lifetime is really stretching it. Okay, but sometimes, when we ask our spirit guides, for clarification, for healing, for information and things, we could get information like that, and it just may be something that you did not know from a past lifetime in which something that you endured when you were a baby. Okay, so that's what that's telling you. Okay, the next message we have is authority figures. Okay, so somebody could be an authority figure in this lifetime. You maybe was one in a past lifetime. You could be dealing with a lot of authority figures in this lifetime as you did in past lifetimes as well. Okay, but in your previous and your current lifetimes, you followed rules that were set down by authority figures such as parents and teachers. You may have also encountered intimidating or even cruel authority figures in the past. Perhaps you found yourself in the presence of those who were power hungry or abusive. These situations can lead you to fear authority figures and succumb to their will in the present. Okay, so you all could have had some type of traumatic experience with authority figures, whether it be in a past lifetime or this lifetime as well. Okay, but there's some type of trauma that is built up there because of your experience with authority figures. While it's normal to sometimes be intimidated by powerful individuals, fearing authority figures can lead to unhealthy passiveness. Okay, you being very passive to these individuals. Okay, for example, you may feel pressure to bow to another's rules without standing up for your rights, or you may develop conflict phobias. Okay, in which you negate your own needs in order to avoid arguments and disharmony. In some cases, this can lead to a form of depression called learned helplessness, in which you don't even try to improve your life. To heal this situation, you need to fill yourself with self love and self esteem. Okay? and see yourself as being whole and healed. Okay, oftentimes just remembering past life details will lead to clearing and healing. Okay, guys. So the next message that you have here is knighthood. Okay, so, like I said, you could have been, you could have been this knight in shining armor in a past lifetime, honey. You could have been some type of soldier or something in this present lifetime as well. But you once were a knight, okay? And once you are a knight, you are always a knight. You receive this card as validation of your inner knighthood. Whether you're a man or a woman in this life, you have the heart and the mind of a knight. Most likely, you've long had a fascination with tales and images of knights. Okay, you may collect knight figurines, decorate with knight related artwork, and even dress up as a knight during costume parties. In relationships and careers, you're drawn to defend those who are weak or vulnerable. You may also choose a profession that puts you into a guardian or protector role. It's essential that you only work for organizations that you fully believe in. As a knight, you're loyal to those who earn your respect. Otherwise, you're not happy. Okay? So that concludes the air sign messages. Okay, guys. And there's something about your love life. There's something significant to your love life in this present life, okay, that stems from your past life as well, okay? So whether good, bad, or indifferent, your love life, you know what your love life is specifically. Okay, whether you have had, if you've had bad relationships in this lifetime, or a bad love life, or something in this lifetime, or even a good love life or relationships in this lifetime, it stems from past lifetimes, as well. It also can say that the romantic partner, that you share this love life with in this lifetime, you all may be soul partners, okay, from a past lifetime who have found each other in this lifetime as well. Okay, guys? Okay, Spirit, give me clear messages for the fire signs Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo, please. Clear messages for the fire signs. Fire signs being stubborn, honey. They don't want to come out with no messages. We have spouse here, okay? This is telling me that your spouse and your current spouse was a spouse of yours in a past lifetime, okay? If for those of you whom are married, um you could also have a or be with a soul partner or have a soul connection with somebody. You could be with your soulmate, your twin flame, or something, but you all have this soul connection, that stems from past lifetimes. Okay, you knew each other before this lifetime, guys. Okay, so what other messages do we have? Biblical here, okay. We have a biblical here, okay, because this is saying that you could be a Christian or someone who is religious in this lifetime as you were in past lifetimes, okay. You are very familiar with the strict rules, regulations, and bylaws, as it relates to biblical things. Okay, you also, from previous lifetimes, this is also saying that your lifetimes may span back to biblical figures. You actually remember biblical figures, seen them, and possibly was there to experience, the crucifixion, of Christ, even. Okay, you know that things were manipulated and changed. Okay, within the Bible that we currently have now. Okay, and this may, although you may be religious in this lifetime, You may read the Bible and different things in this lifetime. This is also saying that you may not necessarily word for word go by what has been rewritten. Okay. In respects to the Bible, okay, because you know that there were lies that was told, there was things that was changed, there was things that was manipulated, and things was not re-recorded accurately. We have authority figures here. Again, you could be somebody who is an authority figure in this lifetime, or a past lifetime. You may have experienced some type of traumas with authority figures in a past or present lifetime as well, which is why this is here also. What other messages do we have for the fire sign spirit? What other messages do we have for the fire signs? The fire signs are being stubborn, honey. They don't want their messages to come out. Uh-oh. We got too many there, okay? We have lessons and blessings here, okay? I think that's what wanted to come out. We had so many that flipped over, okay? And I had one that fell, so just a minute, okay? We have lessons and we have blessings here, guys, okay? This lets you know that, you know, in a past lifetime, you learned some major but very significant lessons, as well as in that stems to what you are enduring or going through in this lifetimes, okay? As well as you have experienced blessings, okay, as well. We have leaving or traveling, okay? You could be an individual who has moved a lot in your lifetime. This is stemming from a past lifetime. Perhaps in the past, you moved quite a bit. In this lifetime, you could be leaving. You could be traveling a lot. As well. We also have Asia here, guys. Okay, so this is letting you know that you could have some type of history or culture or connection to Asia as well. Okay, guys. Hold on just a minute here. I got cards falling. Okay, guys. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have monk or nun, okay? So this is just letting you know that you could have been a monk or a nun in a past lifetime. You may or may not be one in this lifetime. But if you feel drawn to, say, the Catholic Church, to nuns and different things like that, for whatever reason, it's because it stems from a past lifetime, okay? You experience that type of communal living as a nun and the whole practices of how they lived back then and the way they believed. Okay? So let's look at this, okay? So like I said, with your spouse here, whomever you, and this is for those of you all who are married, I feel like. But there's some type of deep connection, deep bond with your spouse, okay? This card comes up because your situation relates to a marriage relationship, okay? In this lifetime or a previous one. Perhaps your current spouse is someone with whom you shared a romance or relationship before. If you are single at the present time, your future spouse is likely from your past lifetimes. In some cases, lovers reunite across centuries and share an undying bond of true love. This is what usually is referred to as a soulmate. That's what I was just telling you guys, okay? So, drawing this can signify that the person that is in your life is in fact a soulmate, okay? So you could be with your soulmate, okay? Like I said, and this person, you and this person were soulmates even in a past life as well, okay? And if you are single, then your soulmate could be coming into you all, okay? And this will be that person, okay? So, for biblical here, this is just telling you that when you read about Jesus, Moses, or other biblical figures, you know that there's more to the story because you were there. Either you were a follower of Jesus or Moses, or you lived in the Holy Land. You may have also had lives alongside other famous biblical figures. As a result, traditional religious interpretations of the Bible stories don't ring true to you. You know in your heart and your soul what really happened. As such, you tend to follow your own religious and spiritual path. If you witness the crucifixion, you may have emotional scarring stemming from the heartbreak or horror that followed your beloved teacher's death. These reactions may have caused you to shut down your spiritual sight, clairvoyance, and other gifts. To reconnect with your God given abilities, pray for help from the biblical figures that whom you feel the most connected. Okay? So with the authority figures, I pretty much already explained that to you all. Okay, you had some type of trauma or run in from your past life into your current life dealing with authority figures, or you could have been this authority figure in a past life or in this lifetime as well. Okay, y'all, apply it where it is necessary in your life. Okay, with the lessons and the blessings here. Okay, this card is a sign that the situation that you're currently experiencing is a result to prior lifetimes. Take a look at other cards that came up in the reading here. Okay, along with this card as well to get a sense of where or when the lifetime occurred. Okay, this card basically means that you have learned important lessons, which were bringing blessings to your present lifetime. Okay, congratulations, you have mastered how to turn painful events in memories into growth experiences, and you can apply the same strength to every area of life. Okay. So you have leaving or traveling here. Okay. Um, Now, this card comes up because of an old pattern of behavior, okay, spanning several lifetimes that involves traveling and leaving, okay? You may be the type to travel a lot. You may be the type to pick up and leave at the drop of a dime, okay? At the sight of trouble, you're gone, okay? But you may notice in this lifetime that you are, you want to continually be moving, okay? You may wish to travel often or seek out a career in which you do so. You may also tend to move to new homes frequently. You developed this habit for leaving and movement out of necessity throughout your life, okay? And during past lifetimes as well, guys, okay? um your relationships may also have involved you leaving your partner or being left by a partner who traveled, okay? And this kind of movement is impacting the situation that you are currently in, okay? So somebody could be getting ready to leave or to travel or to move, okay? We have Asia here. Is somebody thinking about going to Asia or traveling to some type of foreign country or something like that, okay? But you definitely have a connection to Asia, okay? This is a significant past life that you have had in Asia, which is influencing your current situation. Okay, you learned group harmony and the sacrificing of individuality in the Asian culture. But the lessons of that lifetime need to be balanced with your current life's culture. For instance, you may have been in the habit of suppressing your emotions and opinions in that lifetime. However, in this life, it's essential that you be aware of your inner truth. You're also being guided to express your beliefs and feelings openly with your loved ones in order to deepen your relationships, guys. Okay? So there's definitely some type of deep connection that the fire signs have with Asia for some of you, okay? Somebody could be leaving or traveling. It could be because of some type of run-in or something with authority figures here, okay? But there's definitely lessons and blessings in what you all are dealing with and going through in your life, okay? And I do feel like those of you who are married, you are currently with your soulmate, okay? And if not, your soulmate is definitely going to be soon coming into you guys, okay? For sure. And that's always good, you know, when we can have become one with our soulmate. Many of our lives could be, you know, so much better and so much happier if we would just meet our soulmates from the very beginning, you know, but life just don't go that way, guys, okay? So let me get you all a closing message from the archangels to give you all some motivation through your situations, from your past life situations to your current situations that you are dealing with in life right now. Okay, and let's just see what our beautiful angels have to say. Okay, archangels, what is the closing message that you have for the collective? Water sign, earth sign, air signs, and fire signs. What is the closing message that you have for the collective? Okay. We have the page of Michael here, okay? This is truthful, perspective, analytical, and blunt. An exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review review contracts or documents very thoroughly, okay? So many of you are making major moves in your life, okay? I feel like there's a lot of truthfulness going on right now. You know, having a great outlook on you know, perspective and being analytical and also blunt, but you know, in a organized fashion, I feel like, okay? But you know, this is exciting new challenges are happening in you all's life, okay? And many of you have what it takes to succeed, okay? I feel like people are going to be getting in contracts, okay? There could be documents that's going to be very important. And your angels are telling you to make sure that you review those, that you look over those thoroughly, okay? And at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Six of Michael, okay? It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans. Relocation or travel, okay? Somebody is definitely relocating, definitely traveling, definitely getting some brand new beginnings, okay? A very exciting challenge that is happening in our lives, okay? Yeah. You're making decisions, okay? And these are going to be good decisions, okay? We are releasing ourselves from our past, from traumas, from dramas, and we are moving on, guys, okay? So I thank each and every one of you for listening and for watching on tonight. If you would, please like, share, and subscribe, okay? If there is anybody who would like to get in contact with me, you can do so at tiffanyziegler60@gmail.com. If there's anyone who is feeling generous and it has been placed on your heart to donate to the channel, it is greatly, greatly appreciated. I thank you in advance with every fiber of my being, okay? You will help me to grow and to glow this channel. And you can also, you could do that through Cash App, guys, okay? It is $ Tiff Diamond 36, okay? And again, I thank you all in advance, okay, for any donations to the channel, guys. Remember, as I always tell you all, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies. Y'all, watch your surroundings, watch the company you keep some protection on you of some kind, okay? You never can be too safe. All right. And make sure y'all keep an eye on your kids too. Watch your kids' surroundings as well and the company that they keep as well, okay? Because if y'all stay ready, you don't have to get ready, okay, guys? And until the next time, y'all stay vigilant, stay awake, stay aware, and stay prepared, okay? Peace, love, and light. Namaste.